So we're going to start with the 10 grammar questions first. By the way, Diati, have you finished the
Yes.
you finished
worksheet,
questions already?
yes.
Okay, yes. So was there any question that you got right, but you actually didn't know why that was the answer? Was there any questions like that?
No. Wait, there was, but I can't remember the question number.
Okay, never mind. So do you print it out?
No, I did
No, okay, so-
online.
Okay, no worries. So when you see the question here
Okay.
and it will appear, then let me know. So I'll spend
Okay.
time to explain. Was there any question that you got wrong,
Yes, I think so.
but you don't remember the question number, right?
Yeah. But I
Okay,
can
no worries.
look on the results and I can get the question number.
I mean, yes, you can see it here. Okay,
Okay.
so basically I'm going to go through the questions, right? And to explain to you why that is the answer, right?
Okay.
And then if that's the answer that you got wrong, you can just let me know. Yeah. So feel free to participate. You can always raise your hand, or you can use the reaction button, or you can just speak up and then you can just answer. And then every time I will let you know if you got a point. Then please write it down on a piece of paper or somewhere.
Okay.
And then you will total up the points. At the end of the lesson, I will add it in Class Dojo. So I don't have to
Okay.
keep switching back and forth between Class Dojo and the PowerPoint slide. So you have something to write, right, Emma?
Yes.
And Diati? Okay, yes. By the way, Diati, do you know who's Emma Watson?
No.
The actress Emma Watson, you don't know?
I think I've heard of it before.
Have you watched Harry Potter?
Yes.
You have? Emma Watson is the Hermione.
Hermione, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And her name is Emma. Your friend in the class, her name is Emma. Of course, her surname is not Watson, but she just added it there because she likes Emma Watson. So yes, so feel free to talk to your friend as well. Okay, question 1. Now, question 1, can you tell me what is the answer? We will start with Emma, okay? So question 1, what is the answer?
A.
Question 1, yes. Why is it A and why is it not the rest? Why is it not B or C or D? What is B?
4.
Yeah, what does complain for means what? I complain for the noise means what?
For the noise complaint.
Okay, let me tell you, okay? This is very funny. Complain for in this sentence, right, means you're complaining for someone, right? Someone or something. So in this case, I'm thinking the noise is the person. So I say, hey, noise, let me complain for you. So I'm complaining for the noise. Does it make any sense?
No.
See, for example, I complain for my brother about something, okay? So you're complaining for something. So that's what it means. So you cannot complain on behalf of the noise. The noise is not a person, right? So B is obviously out. Complain on the noise. You sit on the noise and complain. You cannot, right? Because on means, yeah, so that's obviously out. What does during mean? Complain during the noise means what? During something means what?
While the noise is there.
Correct. So it's throughout. Very good. Who said while the noise is there? Or you? Okay. Give yourself 1 point so you can note it. Okay. Throughout the time period. Oh yes, and give yourself 1 point as well, Emma, for the answer. So if the answer is during, that means, right, once the renovation is over, once the noise is not there anymore, I'm not complaining about it anymore. But I cannot make the assumption, right? Usually you complain about something that's already over, already happened. So that's why it's complain about. They always go together. Complain about something. I complained about how Miss Disha is so fierce, okay? To your parents, for example. I'm just giving you an example, okay? So you complain about something. So good. That's A. Well done. So you both have noted your points, right? So every time you get a point, just note it down so you can total up later. Okay, Diati, Diati, right?
Yes.
Diati, okay. Okay, Diati, can you tell me what's the answer?
D.
Which one? A,
D.
B, D.
D.
Okay, the answer is D, very good. But can you tell me why do you use N hour? It starts with H. I thought N is only for A, E, I, O, U.
Yeah, but because H is silent, the next letter is O. And
Very
it's a
good.
vowel.
Very good. Silent H. Because the H is silent, you hear. So for whenever these words, you must say it out loud, okay? Even though it starts with a consonant, doesn't mean just A, I, O, U is N, okay? Like for example, the word honest. Do you say Emma is a honest person or Emma is an honest person?
N.
Very good, because you don't say honest, you say honest. The H is silent, right? Another word, X-ray. Do you say I took an X-ray or I took a X-ray?
Took X-ray.
Ah, okay. Here, you took an X-ray or a X-ray? Listen carefully. A X-ray, X-ray.
N.
Yes, it's N because it sounds like X X is a vowel sound, okay? So X-ray is another word that you don't say X-ray, you say N. I took an X-ray, okay? And okay, what about horse? A horse or an horse?
Horse.
Because you hear the H sound, right? So obviously, so that's why. Okay, so correct, this is N. And umbrella, A-I-O-U, umbrella. So of course it's N. So very good, well done. Okay, give yourself a point. Yeah, give both of yourself a point. Yeah, 1 point, 1 point. And then of course, Dianti, because this is the answer, you answer your question. So you can give yourself 1 more point. So 2 points. Okay, Emma, your turn. Okay, this has a trick. These words are always, have you done synthesis and transformation? Yes, you have, right? Synthesis means combination of 2 sentences and you transform it into 1 sentence. Synthesis and transformation is 10 marks, right? It's 10 marks in PSLE, if I remember correctly, and each is 5 questions and each one is 2 marks. Okay, so synthesis and transformation, they sometimes will use whom, which, whose. You need to know how to use these words. Whenever you use whom, it's always followed by the subject. That means who you're talking about. Right? Another trick, whom is always sandwiched. Right? If this is whom, it is always sandwiched between 2 nouns. This has to be a noun. This has to be a noun. Okay? It cannot be sandwiched between anything else. And this noun will be the subject. This noun will be the object. So who you're talking about will be in front of whom, and the person will be the subject, the main noun. The person doing the action will be behind. This is a trick. So whenever synthesis and transformation questions, whenever you see whom, they ask you to join 2 sentences. First, read the sentence, find out who is doing the action. The person who is doing the action is the subject. It will be after the word whom. Okay, subject is always the one doing the action. Okay, who is receiving the action is called the object. For example, Dainty kicked a ball to Emma, right? So Emma is the one receiving the ball, and who's doing the action? Dainty is kicking the ball, right? So she is the subject. She will be following. She will be after the word whom. In front will be Emma, okay? Because Emma is the one receiving the object. So receiving the verb. Sorry, not receiving the object. So that's for whom. So whom is always followed by subject. Whoever. What does whoever means? Whoever knows the answer, raise your hand. Right? Whoever, so quick can choose. Which, what does which mean? Which always refers to?
An object.
Yes, very good. So object or things, right? What about whose?
Whose one is this?
Yes, these 2, B and C, right, are very common synthesis and transformation words to join. Whose is always followed by possession. What do you own, right? So if there's a sentence, right, I will say the bag, whose bag is this? Mary's bag, right? So Mary's bag. So whose is always the word after the word whose will always be the thing that you own, okay? My book, my toy, okay? Possession, whose, okay? And so here, what is the answer? Who's going to answer the question for what? Is it Emma? Emma, right? Okay, what's the answer for the question here? Sorry? Which one? A, B, C, or D?
C.
Do you say C? Okay, now C you said refers to object. Good try, give yourself 1 point for trying. Now, which refers to object, right? The lady, which, that means you're referring the lady as which. Is she an object?
No.
So cannot be B, cannot be C, right? So what the blank refers to this person. So which one? Try again. It's okay, just try. You got it wrong, never mind.
B.
Yes, it's B, because whom is sandwiched between 2 nouns. Lady is a noun, it's a name. Nouns are names of people, places, and things, right? Lady is a noun. My mother is also a noun. So whenever you have a blank and in front is a noun, behind is also a noun, it is whom. And also remember I told you whom is followed by subject. The subject here is my mother, not the lady. The lady is the one she's speaking about, right? Because my mother spoke. This is the verb, right? My mother is the subject, is the one speaking. Who she's speaking to? Who she's speaking about? The lady. The lady is the object. O for object. So whom follows subject. Understand? Now, sometimes they will trick you this question and they will give you another option, who. And the kids will always choose who, which is wrong. Who follows a verb, an action. I cannot have it sandwiched between two nouns, okay? If it's just my mother spoke of someone yesterday, then it will be who, okay? Okay, who spoke? My mother spoke. Then it will be who, okay? Because my mother is doing the action. But when it's sandwiched between two nouns, it is always whom. That's how I remember. It's a trick, okay? So if it's between two nouns, whom. If it's not between two nouns, if it starts with an action already, my mom doing something, okay, who, it'll be who. Understand? Okay, good. All right. I've given you points already, right?
Yes.
Okay, your turn, Dyati, sorry. Dyati. If I say your name wrongly, correct me, okay? Yes.
Okay.
This is called a question tag. A question tag is basically when a sentence, this one is also a very common MCQ question for grammar, okay? So question tags are basically a sentence made up of a statement. This is a statement, right? And then there is a question, okay, followed by a question mark, okay? This is called, this part is called a question tag. You use question tags to check on whether the front statement is true or false. Okay. Now, how to know whether the question tag will be something that has not? This means is not, right? Isn't. Is it going to be isn't or is it going to be is he? Okay. Isn't. This is negative. This is a negative question tag because any word with a not, right, is negative. This one is positive because there's no not. Is has he is positive. This one is negative or positive?
Negative.
Very good. Give us a 1 point, DNT. This is a negative question tag because it hasn't is a short form for has not. Now, is he, Emma, positive or negative?
Positive.
Very good, because there's no not, right? So this is negative, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Now, if the statement in front doesn't have the word not, right? So in this statement, that means it's positive. So in this statement, can you tell me if this is positive or negative?
Positive.
Very good. If the statement in front is positive, the question tag is always negative. If the statement in front is negative, the question tag at the back is always positive. That's how you remember. So now that you know that the question tag must be negative, B is out, right? Because B is a positive, D is also out. You're left with A or C. But what is the answer?
C.
So you said, sorry, what do you say?
C.
C. He's really caught his mother by surprise, hasn't he? Now, why is it not isn't he? Yes, you're right. The answer is C. But why is it not isn't he?
Is like when you do a verb like is doing.
Yeah,
And
because here the short form he's is not, he's can either be he has or he is, right?
yeah.
In this sentence, it's not he is really caught, it's he has really caught, right? So the here is referring to has, so that's why I use has. So good job. Give yourself a point. Well done. And also, Emma, give yourself one point for answering the D just now. You told me it's positive tag. Good job. Okay. So remember, if the front part of the question tag is positive, the back is always negative. Now, if you notice, if you watch the video for the P5 lesson, do you remember the video? There was one sentence that says, grandfather hardly goes out. I'm going to write it down. Okay, I'm going to write it down the next sentence. I'm going to write it down here. Wait, is it here? Yeah, grandfather hardly goes out. This is a sentence. Do you remember this? Do you all watch the video prior to the lesson? Grandfather, okay, wait, hardly goes out. Then there's a comma and there's a question mark here. Now, grandfather hardly goes out, okay? Oh, you can't see me writing. I just realized I didn't change the slide.
Oh yeah.
Wait, okay, grandfather hardly goes out. Now, whenever the statement, right, has the word hardly or hardly, okay, wait, let me give you other examples. Wait, if it has the word hardly, if it has the word seldom, barely, rarely, can you write it down? Hardly, rarely, or seldom, or barely. These words mean not, okay? So this because these words mean not, the statement, is it positive or negative?
Negative.